Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching me. If you're doing anything else, like, subscribe, and activate the notifications by clicking on that bell down there. So here recently, I've been really into plants and I have like probably 37 plants. So now I want to paint one, and there's this guy I follow on Instagram who paints plants and he's really good at it, and I'm not attempting to do what he's doing, but I just think, hey, if you paint a plant that they don't die, and that would have never occurred to me had I not seen his work. And there's also an artist that I follow here from Austin, and he paints portraits, but sometimes there's plant in the portraits, and he uses these colors that are very attractive to me. So I'm kind of inspired by those two artists. So I'm gonna do this painting of plants, but I'm also gonna do two more. So like when it's displayed, it could be, you know, just like an arrangement of plants. This canvas here has been so many paintings. It was a cow, and before that it was several others. I will show you everything that this once was. Because of that, there's a heavily tactile quality to it. It's very thick and there's a lot going on. So I think it's going to be interesting to paint over that. Will they create a problem for me? I guess I'll find out, but yeah, this is the new project. So I'm going to start with a layer of yellow paint. Alright, so I've started adding the green for the leaves. I'm gonna add various colors of green and orange background. And my companion. Starting to add some color. I wanted it a very orange background, but this is very pink. But I'm not hating the pink, I just think I need to incorporate the orange in some parts and leave the pink showing some. And then, I mean, it's gonna have a lot of color.
Ramon, what are you painting?
I'm painting this plant, and I don't know what it's called. I want one of these plants, I just haven't been able to find it. They had one where I used to work, now I'm unemployed, but they had one, and all this time, for over a year, I thought it was real, it was plastic.
And you hate plastic plants, so you should have picked it up.
I don't know why, it just never occurred to me. Like, and finally, I guess because I never looked at it for too long, and then one day I'm like, how come it doesn't have new things sprouting? Like, it was plastic.
That's funny.
That's true.
So when did you start this?
This is day 2 working on it.
Okay.
But it looks like it's been longer because there's so many paintings underneath
Right.
it, so the canvas looks very worked.
Right.
Like, it has a lot of texture on it, which I love, you know. I love texture. I love texture.
Do you name your plants?
I always feel like I'm going to, but then I never do. And then if I do give them a name, I feel like I forget what I named it.
Gotcha.
But I do talk to them.
They say that if you talk to them and play classical music, it's supposed to help them grow.
So I wanted orange, but then I made it pink. But then I'm like, I like the pink. And then I think I want to add some reds too, but subtle reds, because I don't want it to look like Christmas.
Right.
This is the orange I wanted. This tiny one is done. I'm gonna change the base to white, the big one. So this is a pretty big mess. Because it's so textured, it's hard to create crisp lines, and the leaves, I don't like how they're shaped, so I'm gonna have to rework it. I already finished this one. This one has a little bit more, well, this one has pattern on the leaves, but I didn't incorporate it in that one. I don't think I liked it for that one. But for this I did. So now I just have to do this one, but I have to redraw the lines. Like I said, this was inspired by Patrick Puckett's work. I'm not adding the women, just the plants, and I have a postcard from his shows that I went to. So now I'm gonna look at this and redraw it. So I have some white paint mixed with a little bit of water to make it easier to apply. So I'm done with the background finally, so now I can focus on painting the plant, the pot, the stems, and then I'll be done. So now we're getting somewhere. I'm very close to the finish line. I like what I'm seeing. Actually, I don't like this right here. That needs to be reworked. I wish you could see how the texture of this painting really adds to it, because that's, I think, my favorite part. It's super heavy. So I am finally done with all three of them. I finished the small one first, and I utilized a lot more heavier pattern on this. And then I did this one next, and then I did less pattern with the dots, and then even much less over here. But I also got progressively darker as I went through. Now this one's gonna have to be framed because it's on a panel, so you can't hang it. Unless you get like a table easel, that would work for it too. But yeah, I've never painted plants before, and I was just very curious to see if I could do it, you know, based on the images I was inspired by. Now this is a, let me not mess it up, and I'll probably still mess it up. This is a philodendron type of plant. I don't know how to say that, I'll put it down here. Philodendron. Anyway, there's like 400 different species of these plants. I think they're very pretty. I think they are very beautiful. I recently got into plants. I do not own one of these, but I would like to. I just haven't seen one to buy one. But when I do, I will. I decided to keep the pot white just because I feel it contrasted with the other colors. And you know, it's very tricky, these colors, because it can tend to look very Christmassy, especially when you get to the darker ones. So I think white was a good choice for that, to off-balance the Christmassy effect. But you know, when I think about it, like, snow is white, so it could have totally looked like Christmas as well. Thankfully, I don't think it looks like Christmas. I like that it's a little abstracted. This one, because it's, like I've told you, it's so many paintings, it's very highly textured, like, which made it hard to do precise markings on it, but it's, the tactile quality of it's really nice. These two have the least amount. I think this has the least. But yeah, that is what they look like now. I will do a close-up so you can take a closer look, especially at this one, just because the surface is so interesting to look at. But anyway, let me know what you'd like to see me paint next and what you thought about these paintings. So this is a bigger one, and you can see this raised kind of surface. It's throughout, but you know, you can't really appreciate it through video or even photograph. You have to kind of experience it for yourself. And these don't have as much actually. And there's some there, but it's like I said, you can't really see these things unless you're right in front of it and using your hands. But anyway, yeah, that's all for this painting tutorial, and I hope you like the paintings. Adios y bye.